Are you planning a trip to Asunción, Paraguay? If you are, this video is perfect for you because I'm going to share with you 5 things that you must not do in Asunción, Paraguay. Starting with number 1, the first thing that you must not do here is you must not forget that you do need to know some basic Spanish. Most people in Asunción and most people in Paraguay cannot speak English. That includes restaurants, bars, many accommodation providers. Do not expect people to speak English, so you do need to know your basics, saying hola, gracias. Some key phrases such as la cuenta por favor, which means the bill please. Tienes un baño means do you have a toilet. It really does help as well if you know some basic food items too. You don't need to speak conversational Spanish, but you do need to know your basics, so don't forget your basic Spanish. Now, the second thing that you must not do in Asunción, Paraguay is you must not forget to download Uber. Uber is safe, it's cheap, and it's affordable to use in Asunción. You can use it to get to and from the international airport. You can use it throughout the city. If you need to get to the international bus terminal, you can use it to get to there. Asunción is quite a big city. It's certainly not a mega city, but it is big, it's spread out, so you do want to use Uber to get around the city. And now the third thing that you should not do in Asunción is you should not stay in the historic Old Town. Now I've circled here where the historic Old Town is. This area is where you'll find a few historic buildings such as the Palacio de López, which is the government building. You'll see some churches, some colonial architecture, but honestly, this part of the city is really deserted. There's a lot of rundown, shabby buildings. A lot of the streets look dodgy. I didn't feel particularly comfortable walking around there. You will see a lot of poverty and homelessness there. I recommend instead that you stay in this area that I've circled here, and this area is called Villa Mora. It's much more high-end, it's much more modern. You'll see a couple of really modern shopping malls, and it does feel safer too. You will see people walking around with iPhones in their hands. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you should avoid the historic Old Town. You can check it out for a couple of hours. There is a nice restaurant there called Bolsi that I recommend. But in terms of actually staying somewhere, Villa Mora is the neighborhood where you do want to stay. So now moving on to the fourth thing that you must not do in Asunción, and this is specifically for Europeans. You must not forget that there are actually direct flights from Madrid to Asunción, so you can take a direct flight with Air Europa from Madrid to Paraguay. So if you are coming from Europe or Asia, it may be cheaper for you to get to Madrid first and then fly direct from Madrid to Asunción, rather than trying to get over to the Americas first and then getting a connecting flight from the Americas to Asunción. Now, if you are coming from the States or Canada, you probably will have to change at somewhere like Peru or Colombia or Brazil. For example, this flight here, you've got to change at Lima. So don't think it's going to be too difficult to get to Asunción Airport because it's pretty well connected within Latin America and also to Madrid as well. If you do need to book your flights, go to the description or the comment section below. I've put a link to where you can book your affordable flights to Asunción. Using that link below, do book your flights. That Skyscanner link does regularly offer deals and discounts, so do check them out. Now, the fifth and final thing you must not do when you visit Asunción is you must not forget that there are good excursions that you can take from the city. Now, Asunción is about a 7-8 hour bus journey away from Foz do Iguaçu in Brazil, where you can see the Iguaçu Falls. Do not try and do it in a day trip. It is better to do it as a weekend trip, for example, to go and see the falls. If you are going from Asunción to Foz do Iguaçu, you can use a bus company called NSA Paraguay. If you just Google NSA Paraguay, you'll see their company and you'll be able to book tickets online. Though I must say, you may need to contact them on WhatsApp to book your tickets, because as a UK citizen, it would not let me book tickets online. So I did have to contact them via WhatsApp to book my ticket. And I am going to do a future video about that. So do stay tuned and do subscribe to check out that future video coming soon. But if you are staying in Asunción for an amount of time, or if you're just passing by, do not forget Iguaçu Falls is in close proximity and it's a great weekend trip you can do. Now, also another excursion you can do within Paraguay this time is to see some Jesuit ruins. Now, this is one of the top things to do in the entire country, and if you do want to book a day trip from Asunción and a tour to see these Jesuit ruins, you can use the link in the description and also the comment section to Using that link, you can book a tour to see the Paraguay Jesuit ruins. The ruins are in the south of the country and it is a day-long trip from Asunción, but it is something that you may be interested in doing because again, it is one of the top things to do in the country. Now, do let me know in the comment section if you are planning a trip to Asunción, Paraguay sometime soon, or if you're from the city, do let me know what key tips you have for tourists and travelers coming to Asunción that they should bear in mind. I guess one little extra bonus tip that I would have is don't be a vegan or vegetarian in Paraguay because it's all about the meat, all about the barbecue there. I actually tried chicken hearts, which is what you can see on the screen here, so do eat the meat out in Paraguay. Now, I do hope that you have found today's video useful and interesting. If you have, remember to click the like button, it really does help out the video, and also do subscribe for more travel content. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.